So what do you think of that?
Wicked. A lot faster than my boat.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and actually when we got out there and
Yeah.
we just started to fly,
almost.
you get the tiniest glimpse of what it's like.
Yeah, but it's still the same thing. It's funny. It doesn't matter how high tech the boat gets. There's still telltales and feel on the rudder. And
yeah, you're really right. And actually, that was one of the things that I always kind of, as I've worked through, it's one of the things that worried me. Am I going to get to the stage where I can't? This is too complicated.
Yeah.
But actually, a boat's a boat.
Yeah, it's the same as any other boat, just a lot more rope and a lot bigger.
So you are thinking about your next project, which sounds quite cool.
Yeah, I've at least declared my intention to enter the World Star race, which starts from Plymouth next year.
And that is a single-handed, non-stop race around the world. But the difference is they do allow you to stop.
Yeah,
if you have a technical.
If we have a technical problem, we don't get disqualified from the race for stopping, because it's enough of a penalty to have to stop because you lose so much time anyway that they're not going to disqualify you as well.
Yeah, and that kind of was a dream from your round Britain and Ireland, or?
No, I when I first learned to sail, after my first sail out on a little Pico out in Cornwall, massively reefed, I came back and declared I was going to sail around the world one day. So it's been about 14 years in the making, and there's been quite a few diversions along the way, but it's always been the plan, and it's just how you turned that plan into a reality, I think.
It's a hard bit. And you're doing better than me, because I decided when I was 17 that I was going to race single-handed around the world. It took me 30 years to get there. Yeah,
to be fair, I only seriously thought about it about a year and a bit ago now, and then was like, I need something smaller first, so I thought I'd sail around the UK. Now I think sailing around the world in some ways might be easier navigationally, but
yeah,
less tide at least, and less bloody ferries.
Yes, yeah,
and ships, and
And so, what is it about the idea of sailing around the world that appeals to you?
I never knew whether I'd like it really. Like, I don't think you ever do. But it was when I was really far off island, when I was going around the UK, and there was no comms, Starlink, no signal, and it was just the sea and the sky, and it was actually tipping it with rain and blowing a gale. Pretty miserable sailing, but I was loving being out there. And I remember when I came back in towards St Kilda and I saw it coming out of the fog, I thought, that sucks. Don't want land. I quite like being out there. And,
you are so like me.
Yeah, so it was. I think it was at that point that I suddenly realised this thing that I just declared as a 13-year-old because it sounded cool and was a wacky idea and dream was actually something I kind of really, really wanted to do.
There's just this amazing sense of agency, isn't there, when you're offshore? You can be your own person. You're entirely responsible for yourself. You can take as many risks as you want. You can chill if you want.
Yeah.
Your mistakes, you own your mistakes.
Yeah, you're the reason for your success, but you're the reason for your failure, and you have to take both of those. But for me, it's that, when I'm out there, I leave my wheels behind and I get to be anyone. No one can tell anything about my disability. It doesn't matter that we're women. It doesn't.
No.
None of that matters. It's all irrelevant. It's just about how well we can sail boats, and usually we're better than the men anyway.
Well, and as I've always said, once you get out onto the water, it's pretty plain. You can either do it or you can't, and nature doesn't have favourites.
No, when it throws a storm at you, it doesn't really care whether you're tired or whether you're in pain. It's gonna do it anyway.
So, kind of being able to just get on board some of these boats and having a tiny little bit of a sail with us. Is there anything that you've seen in this fleet that you might want to take to your boat? Anything we do that's made you think, oh, maybe I could use that on my next boat? Or...
Yeah, so there's quite a lot of similarities. So I already use sort of carbon fibre racing seats to support myself, but actually looking at the seats you guys use and how they're on springs to reduce some of the vibration, which for me would help reduce my hip dislocations when we go over a wave.
And actually ours are super simple. They are, I think there are much more advanced ones in the other boats, but ours is just a mountain bike rock shock.
Yeah. So, and I don't know, it was weirdly, actually surprisingly easy to sail it and get around, and they look like these monsters, but actually they're all right, I think.
I wouldn't say they were pussycats though.
No, I wouldn't. Don't mean like that. But I mean, stick a seat in the back, and there's obviously it's not representative of what it's like in a big seat, but it's not impossible. I think is what I've realised.
No, not at all. No, well, I'm really pleased we had the opportunity to give you a glimpse of it today.
Thank you. It was wicked.
I know you are going to do really well.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. At least I'll fight and see what happens.
That's all you do.